And on behalf of my chairman, Honorable Nandala Mafabi, I am his deputy, vice chairman, who is from a zone, an electoral area or constituency called a zone. That's how we categorize them. Now, we have 9 zones, and the 9 zones are the maximum as per the previous cooperative acts, but even the present day cooperative act, when you are grade A, then you can have 9 zones. Otherwise, those unions, both secondary and tertiary unions, which are of grade C, usually have 5 zones. That means they have 5 members. Those category B goes to around 7 members, 7 committee members. So we are a committee and led by Honorable Nandala, vibrant as he is, and you know how resilient he is. He has been able to guide and navigate this union at the present. Now, tell me, you asked me a question as to why we are able to survive the political climatic changes, the upheavals, and whatever the case. When we started like that, by 1948, with the farmers' revolutions and the revolts all over the country during the colonial era, Bugisu was also among the same people like Late Wanamba, Late Muteyo, and of course later on the founding father here, Late Muze Kitutu, were there to struggle for the farmers as against imperialism, economic imperialism of the time. And we were born on the 23rd of September, 1954. That's when Bugisu Cooperative Union was born. The resilience with which we have held this union is because of the Bugisu, because Bugisu love it. They love it with all their heart, their strength, and everything, every site. Because every Mugisu here, every Mugisu has a coffee plant. A good Mugisu must be circumcised, and that is the social part of it. But the other economic part, he should have coffee, a coffee plantation. And resilient like that, they are very patriotic, very well sensitized from their younger age to date. I have sons, I have daughters. They pick my coffee, and it is from that coffee that they go for. Now they are adults, most of them, that they went to school. So they should know it's an economic issue which they have to protect, and protect jealously. That's the resilience with which, the patriotic depth with which we have, why we have survived. You said it well. In the 70s, it was even worse during Amin's time, especially when late General Oito Jok became the chairman of Coffee Marketing Board. At the time, he was 11 years older than me. So these are, history. They saw it, and the Bugisu still said no. At one time, the Minister of Amin came here, arrested all board members, 9 of them. A few of them escaped. They were almost killed. This old man was chairman at the time. They were called the presidents. Why he was arrested was because he was the president of Bugisu Cooperative Union. And so the minister misunderstood. And they said, how can we have another president here? They were arrested. They only explained. That's how they changed. Now we call, I'm a vice chairman. My chairman is a chairman. You see, that's how we changed. But you can look at that kind of road of tumult politically that this thing has gone through. The second issue, investment. Bugisu Cooperative Union is proud of having a 10th, if I'm not mistaken, a 10th of all real estate in Mbale City. A 10th of real estate buildings. Some of the most best buildings around are owned by Bugisu Cooperative Union. Okay. So we wish to say
Okay.
Yeah. Challenge is the colonial misinterpretation of coffee, that coffee brings diseases, ailments, and yet they bring coffee. Every other shop in London, US, where I have visited, they talk of coffee. You don't see a tea shop, they say coffee shop. You get me right? Now, it was to discourage the locals from taking it. Ethiopia, our neighbor, takes 60% of their production.
Yeah.
That the campaign today should be, those of us who are adults like now, we should be able to tell you, take your own coffee. Actually, the internal market should be the strongest.
Then the farmers will discuss the farmers.
It's good because we, under the value chain, we know this coffee came from this farmer. Here, my manager does that. Every manager with us, before even the law came up, we already do it because we know coffee from my society. They will know it is Vice Chairman's coffee. Already we started that here. You see? So we would encourage that they fast track the issue of registration of farmers so that we don't adulterate. There are people who bring coffee even from Paida. It is also Arabica, but that type of Arabica is not like ours.
How is this their taste?
It is a certifying agency, it is a supervising agency. We can't sell out coffee without their certification. Yeah. And then many other issues which UCDA does, but also, you know, even in the value chain, helping the farmers on the advice. Now that they are moving around, partly is to encourage the farmers, see the value chain of coffee, cleanliness, etc.
Okay,
Thank you.